Welcome to Miss Scarlett. Subscribe and don't miss out on Patreon. Have fun! In the quiet suburb where Augustus lived with his girlfriend Sophia, life had always followed a predictable rhythm. Augustus, with his blonde hair neatly trimmed and his days spent at a modest office job, harbored a secret fascination that he had buried deep within himself for years. Feminine clothing intrigued him. The soft fabrics, the elegant lines, the way they seemed to whisper stories of grace and poise. Yet, he had never mustered the bravery to delve into that interest, fearing judgment or the unknown territory it might uncover. Sophia, perceptive and adventurous, noticed the subtle glances he gave to fashion magazines, or the way his eyes lingered on certain outfits in stores. One evening, as they lounged on the couch after dinner, she broached the subject with a playful smile, suggesting a role-play scenario that could bring his curiosity to life in a safe, intimate space. Augustus felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as Sophia outlined her idea. She wanted to transform him into a French maid for a weekend of light-hearted exploration, complete with costumes and tasks that would immerse him in the role. He agreed, his heart pounding with anticipation, and they set aside the following Saturday and Sunday for the adventure. Sophia, ever the enthusiast, had already gathered the necessary items, her eyes sparkling with mischief as she led him to their bedroom to begin. She started by helping him slip into the foundation garments, ensuring everything fit comfortably and securely. The classic black and white French maid outfit came next, its black dress hugging his frame with a satin sheen, the white frilly apron tied neatly around his waist to accentuate the feminine silhouette. Thigh-high stockings, sheer and black, were rolled up his legs with care, their lace tops gripping just right. Patent leather Mary Janes, polished to a high gloss, completed the lower half, their slight heels adding a new sway to his steps. Sophia adjusted the white lace headpiece atop his blonde hair, pinning it securely so it framed his face like a delicate crown. As she stepped back to admire her work, Augustus looked in the mirror and saw not himself, but Emma, a vision of subservient beauty, poised and elegant in her new attire. Sophia beamed with pride, circling Emma slowly to check every detail. "You look perfect," she said, her voice warm and encouraging. The transformation felt profound, and Emma stood there, feeling a rush of comfort in this new identity. From that moment, there was no turning back. Emma embraced the role fully, her movements adapting to the outfit's constraints and charms. The teaching began immediately, with Sophia guiding Emma through the basics of her maid duties. First came the art of curtsying, a gesture that required precision and grace. Sophia demonstrated, bending her knees slightly while dipping her head, her hands holding the edges of an imaginary skirt. Emma mimicked her, the frilly apron fluttering as she practiced. "Keep your back straight, eyes downcast in respect," Sophia instructed, correcting Emma's posture gently. They repeated the motion dozens of times in front of the full-length mirror, Sophia counting out the rhythm until Emma's curtsy became fluid and natural, a seamless blend of submission and elegance. Next, Sophia moved to dusting methods, pulling out a feather duster from a drawer. The living room became their classroom, with its bookshelves and coffee table serving as props. "Light strokes, Emma, like you're caressing the surfaces," Sophia explained, showing how to twirl the duster without knocking over knickknacks. Emma followed suit, her Mary Janes clicking softly on the hardwood floor as she navigated around furniture. Sophia pointed out spots Emma missed, encouraging her to bend at the waist properly, maintaining the poise of her outfit. Hours slipped by as they dusted every corner, Sophia praising Emma's growing confidence while offering tips on efficiency, how to hold the duster at an angle for hard-to-reach areas, or how to polish silverware with a soft cloth until it gleamed. As the afternoon wore on, Sophia introduced the delicate art of serving tea. She set up a small tea service in the dining room, complete with a porcelain pot, cups, and saucers. "Precision is key," she said, demonstrating how to pour without spilling a drop, her movements deliberate and refined. Emma watched intently, then took her turn, the thigh-high stockings whispering against each other as she balanced the tray. Sophia taught her to announce the tea with a soft voice, to place the cup gently before the guest, and to step back with a curtsy. They practiced variations, adding sugar with tiny tongs, stirring without clinking the spoon, even handling a full tray while navigating doorways. Emma's blonde hair caught the light under the headpiece as she concentrated, her initial awkwardness giving way to a rhythmic flow. By evening, Emma felt a deep sense of ease in her role, the outfit no longer foreign but an extension of herself. They shared a simple dinner where Emma served Sophia, practicing her new skills in a real setting. Sophia complimented every effort, fostering an atmosphere of trust and enjoyment. As night fell, they relaxed in the living room, Emma still in her maid attire, discussing how the day had unfolded. The comfort Emma found surprised even her, and she suggested tentatively that they could extend this beyond the weekend, perhaps making the maid arrangement a regular part of their relationship. Sophia agreed enthusiastically, and they planned to incorporate it into their weekly routine. The next morning, Sunday, dawned with Emma already dressed in her outfit, ready to continue. Sophia decided to expand the lessons, introducing laundry folding as a new task. She showed Emma how to sort clothes meticulously, separating delicates from everyday wear. In the laundry room, Emma learned to fold blouses with crisp edges, pairing socks neatly, and hanging dresses on padded hangers to preserve their shape. Sophia emphasized the importance of care, demonstrating how to iron pleats without scorching the fabric. Emma's hands moved with increasing dexterity, the frilly apron protecting her dress as she worked through a basket of linens. Mid-morning brought a lesson in flower arranging, Sophia believing it added a touch of artistry to a maid's repertoire. They gathered fresh blooms from the garden, and Sophia taught Emma to trim stems at an angle, arrange them in vases for balance, and add greenery for fullness. Emma's blonde hair swayed slightly under the headpiece as she focused, creating a centerpiece for the dining table that Sophia declared exquisite. The activity filled the house with fragrance, and Emma felt a growing pride in her contributions. Lunchtime arrived, and Sophia guided Emma through meal preparation etiquette, setting the table with perfect symmetry, folding napkins into elegant shapes, and ensuring utensils were spotless. Emma served a light salad, practicing her tea-serving skills alongside, pouring iced tea with the same delicacy as hot. Sophia savored each bite, offering feedback that refined Emma's technique further, like how to refill glasses without interrupting conversation. In the afternoon, they tackled window cleaning, Sophia providing a squeegee and cloth. "Streak-free is the goal," she said, showing the proper wrist motion to wipe away smudges. Emma climbed a small step stool carefully in her Mary Janes, reaching high panes while maintaining balance. The thigh-high stockings provided a subtle grip, and Emma marveled at how the outfit enhanced her awareness of every movement. They cleaned room by room, the house sparkling by the end. As the sun dipped lower, Sophia introduced Emma to the subtleties of personal assistance, like organizing a wardrobe. In the bedroom closet, they sorted shoes by color and style, Emma learning to polish leather with a soft brush. Sophia shared tips on mending small tears in clothing, threading a needle with precision. Emma's confidence swelled, her curtsies now second nature, as she presented organized drawers for approval. By the end of Sunday, Emma had not only mastered the initial skills, but expanded her role into a harmonious part of their home life. She suggested formalizing it further, perhaps with a schedule of duties. Sophia loved the idea, and they spent the evening brainstorming, Emma still in her outfit, feeling utterly at home in it. The following week, their arrangement took root. Monday evening, after work, Emma donned her French maid outfit upon arriving home, the black and white ensemble waiting like a second skin. Sophia had prepared a list of tasks, starting with vacuuming the carpets. Emma maneuvered the vacuum with grace, the frilly apron swaying as she pushed it across the living room, ensuring no corner was overlooked. Sophia watched from the couch, offering occasional guidance on how to empty the canister efficiently. Tuesday brought a focus on bathroom scrubbing. Emma learned to mix cleaning solutions safely, scrubbing tiles until they shone, the patent leather Mary Jane's reflecting the gleam. Sophia taught her to organize toiletries neatly, labeling shelves for easy access. The white lace headpiece stayed firmly in place as Emma knelt to clean baseboards, her blonde hair tucked neatly beneath. Wednesday's lesson involved baking simple treats, Sophia believing a maid should handle light confections. They mixed dough for cookies, Emma sifting flour carefully to avoid spills. Sophia showed her how to shape them evenly and bake to golden perfection. Serving them with tea afterward, Emma executed a flawless curtsy, the aroma filling the kitchen. Thursday, they delved into book organizing, alphabetizing the shelves in the study. Emma dusted each volume before placing it, learning to categorize by genre. Sophia pointed out rare editions, sharing stories about them, which Emma absorbed eagerly while adjusting her thigh-high stockings for comfort during the task. Friday evening was dedicated to outdoor chores, like tending the small patio garden. Emma watered plants in her outfit, the Mary Jane's navigating the stone path without issue. Sophia instructed on pruning techniques, clipping dead leaves to promote growth. The fresh air invigorated Emma, reinforcing her commitment to this lifestyle. Over the weekend, they deepened the routine. Saturday morning, Emma prepared breakfast in bed for Sophia, balancing a tray with fresh fruit, toast, and coffee. She served it with poise, curtsying as Sophia thanked her. The day progressed to deep cleaning the kitchen, Emma scrubbing appliances inside and out, learning to descale the kettle and organize pantry shelves by expiration date. Sunday introduced sewing basics, Sophia teaching Emma to hem curtains. They sat at the table, needle in hand, Emma's fingers adapting to the rhythmic stitching. The frilly apron caught stray threads, and by afternoon, the curtains hung perfectly, enhancing the room's light. As weeks turned into months, the maid arrangement evolved into an integral dynamic. Emma suggested adding personal touches, like creating handwritten notes for Sophia's lunch, folded neatly with a small flower. Sophia appreciated these gestures, reciprocating with small gifts that complemented Emma's role, such as a new feather duster or lace-trimmed gloves. One evening, during a quiet dinner Emma had prepared, roasted vegetables and grilled chicken served with impeccable timing, Sophia proposed inviting a close friend over to witness Emma's skills, framing it as a fun demonstration. Emma hesitated briefly but agreed, excited by the prospect of sharing this part of herself. They planned for the following Saturday, Emma practicing extra diligently in the days leading up. The friend, Clara, arrived punctually, her eyes widening in delight at Emma's appearance. Sophia explained the arrangement briefly, and Emma curtsied deeply, welcoming her. The afternoon unfolded with Emma serving tea, demonstrating her dusting prowess on a side table, and even arranging fresh flowers Clara had brought. Clara complimented Emma profusely, asking questions about the transformation and how it felt. Emma answered honestly, her voice steady, describing the comfort and joy it brought. Emboldened, Emma suggested they make such gatherings occasional, perhaps forming a small circle of trusted friends who appreciated the creativity. Sophia and Clara enthused over the idea, brainstorming themes for future events. As the arrangement grew, Emma took initiative in expanding her skills. She researched vintage maid etiquette online during breaks, incorporating bows and polite phrases into her repertoire. One day, she surprised Sophia by reorganizing the entire garage, sorting tools and labeling boxes, all while maintaining her elegant poise. Seasons changed, and with autumn came new tasks like raking leaves. Emma bundled them neatly in her outfit, the thigh-high stockings protected by practical boots over her Mary Janes for the outdoor work, though she quickly returned to her standard attire indoors. Sophia taught her to prepare seasonal decorations, stringing lights and arranging pumpkins. Winter brought cozy indoor activities. Emma learned to knit simple scarves, her blonde hair illuminated by the fire as she worked. Sophia guided her through patterns, and soon Emma presented handmade gifts, each one a testament to her dedication. Spring cleaning became an event, Emma tackling every room methodically, from washing windows to shampooing carpets. Sophia assisted occasionally, but Emma's expertise shone, her curtsies a punctuation to each completed task. Summer vacations were adapted too. They rented a cabin where Emma maintained the space, serving picnics by the lake with the same refinement. The outfit traveled with them, a constant in Emma's life. Through it all, Emma's comfort deepened. The role no longer just play, but a fulfilling identity. She proposed documenting their journey in a private journal, chronicling lessons and milestones. Sophia loved the idea, and they began entries together, Emma's handwriting neat and flowing. One particularly memorable day, Emma organized a surprise tea party for Sophia's birthday, inviting Clara and another friend. She baked scones from scratch, arranged the table with fine china, and served with flawless execution. The guests toasted to Emma's talents, making her feel valued and seen. As time passed, challenges arose naturally. A minor spill during a serving tested Emma's quick thinking. She cleaned it efficiently, turning it into a learning moment. Sophia praised her resilience, strengthening their bond. Emma's suggestions for the arrangement grew bolder. She proposed themed days like Victorian-era service, adapting her outfit with additional lace. Hope you enjoyed the story so far. The rest will be available on Patreon.